Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock and this is House Flipper. We're going to be continuing with our career mode. We're working on a house and I have found out a cool secret that I didn't know anything about, did a Google, and I figured it out. So I've repaneled the outside of our house and I'm starting to plant a garden around here to make it more attractive for when we sell it. My intention is either the next house after the one we're working on or the one after that will become our new home base where we're going to put our office and then we're going to sell this. So I'm slowly but surely in between sessions going to be working on making like an Uber garden out here. I've got like a grill and umbrella and a table and stuff like that, and I think I may put a swimming pool back here or something, whatever I think might make it more attractive to buyers. I don't know if I'm going to keep that shed, but one of the things that I did discover is how to paint up under the eaves of the house. So it turns out you can get up there. If you jump, you can like click on the paneling and get it to work. Let's see if I still have a piece of paneling. So I don't have a piece of paneling here, but you see there, you can get it. But on the really tall houses, it turns out that there is this thing called scaffolding you can buy. And if you put it down, you can climb up onto it. And once you're up there, you can actually panel and stuff up at the top of the house, which is really cool. This is something new. They didn't actually have that the last time I played, but they put it into the game now, and you can buy scaffolding to work on stuff that's up high. So that is really cool, and I will definitely be doing that. So anyway, I paneled our house in white. Not thrilled with the look, but there aren't a lot of good exterior-looking panels. Most of the paneling is designed to be used indoors. So I may keep that, I may change it, I don't know. What we're going to do is we're going to continue with our house. This is the one that was burned. We're going to go to the house and continue working on it. Obviously, you can see how it looked at the beginning. We've dramatically changed the floor plan of this house. We don't have any doors on it. We're going to have to panel the outside, and this is where we're going to need to get up on the scaffolding. But before we do that, let's take a look on the inside. I've completely opened up this house on this side. And last time we had been working on this kitchen, and now I'm working on the living room, and I've got it almost set. Strangely enough, it's not called a living room. And this is one of the frustrations with the game. You have to put a certain number of elements that they think are the elements that go into a living room, like a sofa or a TV, that go in the room, and if you put them in the room, it will call it a living room. So for instance, here, we have a stove and a refrigerator and a sink, and that calls it a kitchen. But in here, we don't actually have enough. I think one of the issues is this may be considered a bedroom unit. I don't know what the armchair is considered. So one of the things I'm going to try, and this is really sort of frustrating to me that you shouldn't have to do this, is get a TV stand. And if we put the TV stand in the living room, it may make it count as a living room. So let's see. See, this is a chest of drawers, that's not going to count. But if we have a TV stand, and I saw one of them. There's a TV stand. TV cabinet. Okay, so this might work. Let me take a look at the colors in here. So this is sort of a... Okay, sort of like a walnut color. Alright, so TV cabinet. That, alright, elm. Handles... can we do darker handles? No, I don't like that. Don't like that. We'll go with the original. The details. Alright, so we put this in here. And then we can put a TV on it rather than on the wall. It might count as a living room. Not really sure. Other than that, we're just going to have to kind of go with whatever they decide to call this room. It can be very difficult to get the game to call the room what you want it to be called, which is very frustrating. And I don't think there's any way to define this room as a living room. So so for kitchens and bathrooms, it's really sort of easy because you can click bathroom, you can click kitchen, but they don't have an actual living room section. So you don't know what they're going to consider to be a living room element, right? So is this poof going to be considered a living room element? I don't know. We could put that in here as like a little, like an ottoman to your feet on. So, I don't know. It doesn't want to be called a living room. There's nothing I can do about that. Let's get some blinds on the windows. When I was working on it before, last night I forgot to do that, so let's go ahead and get some blinds. And we're going to do the cedar. No, what did we do? That color, I think. And we did these for the hardware. So we got our blinds set. Let's get up here and assemble them. It's funny, this is called brown, but it looks red on my screen for sure. Or like rust. I definitely think the blinds make all the difference. Definitely was true in my house as well. I remember when I moved in here, it didn't occur to me. One of my neighbors who had moved in before me said, "Oh yeah, I did this ahead of time." You know, she got permission. I was getting permission to come into the house as they were building it because it was new construction and looking at what they were doing. She said one of the times she went in there, she just had the guy from the home improvement store come in and measure all the windows, and she ordered the windows, and they were like, they arrived the day she moved in. And so she was able to they were able to put the blinds up like in the afternoon after she moved in, and she had her blinds up, whereas I waited to move in, then I had the guy come, and then I had to wait for the blinds to be cut and delivered and installed. And so I was living in my house for like a month with no blinds on the windows, which was really frustrating because you couldn't like close the blinds if the sun was coming in, and you know, that sort of things. A little embarrassing, but anyway. All right, so I think we got this set. This room's pretty good. I think we need some pictures on the walls, like maybe over here. So let's look at decorations and pictures and paintings. Let's see, a picture of a town, river. Let's see, at the medium size, how big is it? That's huge, it's too big. So we'll do small. There we go. I think that looks nice. Picture's very interesting. We have a couple of couples interested in our home now, as opposed to in the previous incarnations of what we've done. We really haven't had couples interested. You can see there's a little bit of a seam there. I think that's graphics, not paint. The other thing is, in the kitchen, I wanted to get one of these hanging things. Like that one. Let's see, that way. Steel, no, I think we want that. And maybe we want a white one. Yeah, okay. Buy that. Can it fit up there? Oh, that is absolutely perfect size. Looks good. I'm a little concerned about this thing catching fire over the stove, but it's fine. Okay. So let's take a look at these other rooms. This is going to be our office. And the one guy who complains he wants a private space for himself shouldn't be unhappy about that. Then we're going to have a bathroom in here and a master bedroom in here. Let's start, and then this is the hallway. So let's do the hallway. I think I want to do the hallway in kind of a beige color. And one of the things I need to do is redo the doorway here in white. All of our doorways and windows are going to be white. I tend to like the way that looks. It's nice and clean looking. And it divides the rooms. There we go. So we have that. I don't know that we need these walls here. I think we probably don't, actually. Where's our sledgehammer? This doesn't need to be its own, like, separate room. This is just, like, the way into the bathroom. So there we go. That opens this up a little bit. Okay. Alright, so hallway. Let's do some tan. So walls, paint. Light cream, gray beige. Let's do this light cream. They're just sort of an off-white type. I think sort of a neutral color for the entrance. I think that makes a lot of sense. There we go. This isn't a very big room, so we can do this very quickly. I really wish you could paint the ceilings in this game. It'd be kind of cool. And then we want white on the door frames. These door frames will have doors on them, of course. But just in case we have a little bit of bleed over from underneath the door, you know, like past the door frame once we install the door, I just want to make sure it's nice and clean. Alright, so we're done with this cream. Now, office. I think we're going to make the office a little darker compared to the other rooms. So let's take a look at possible paint colors. Maybe we need some, like, color rather than, like, browns. Red is too much. I want to do let's do a royal blue. So we can paint this room royal blue. Yeah, that's okay. I think that's a pretty good color for an office. These are pretty small rooms. And I'm not sure how much the customers care about square footage. Sometimes they do like a lot. So here's what's going to happen is, like, the couples are happy with it right now. Now, if we could turn this room into a nursery, right? And instead of an office, and then the families might like it better. But I think we're going to do an office on this one, and then we'll do maybe a nursery in the next one. Now, I don't know whether they're going to want to call it an office, and this is the problem. You need, like, bookshelves, and, like, certain bookshelves count and other bookshelves don't. It can be very frustrating getting it to give you the room that you want it, like, make it be the room that you want it to be, right? So these are all good. Got to paint up there. And I think that's one of the things that people have been asking for a long time. That white looks good. I don't think we need to repaint that. One of the things people have been asking for a long time has in fact been, let us define the room. But I don't think the developers have ever given us a way to do that. Or at least put like a progress bar. You tell it what kind of room you want. Like, say I want this to be an office, I define it as an office, and then the game could have like a little progress bar of how close are you to an office, and then as I'm dropping furniture in, I can see, is this making it more of an office or not, and take it out if it's not, or add more of it if it is. And unfortunately, they really don't. That option really doesn't exist in the game. Let's go ahead and get a radiator in here. And let's put an installation wall switch up here. I always like to do the modern. And we'll do an overhead ceiling light that is the fan. I like those. Right there. We don't need black. Let's do light. Like that. There we go. So that works. Alright, so what are we going to do with the floor here? Let's get this out of the way. I think hardwood, carrying this hardwood all the way through into here, I think makes sense. It's this one? No, wait. It was this one. Right? There we go. Okay, I buy that. So we have our decorations and everything. Let's go ahead and, before we do the decorations, get the windows done. We're doing these blinds in here, and I think in this case we're going to do the white wood blinds with gray hardware. And we'll go ahead and assemble these. There we go. There we go. So, we're good. Looks nice. Alright, so now we're going to need office furniture. So, desk. Do we want modern? Do we want more traditional? Classic corner desk. Okay. So we can put the corner desk right here. And then we get a chair. Let's see what we got. Here we go, swivel chair. We can make that blue. It goes with the room. Let's see if we can put a computer on the desk. So we go electronic equipment, home electronics. Computer. Keyboard. Okay, so there's the keyboard. And we can put a monitor. I don't want the CRT monitor. Let's do this monitor here. Right? And then the computer. Let's see. Monitor HD monitor. Oh, maybe that's what I want. I don't know. Computer. Phoenix. Should we put that on the floor next to the desk? Right? So now we want some shelves. Cupboards. Shelves. Bookcases. That kind of looks ugly. Let's see. Wooden bookcase. Spruce. Elm is kind of what we've been going with, right? So we're a storeroom now? See, no. How is a bookcase making it a storeroom? That is really frustrating. Let's try this one, maybe? Or is this going to also make it a storeroom? Nope, still a room. I don't know how else you get it to be an office. That's really frustrating. Dresser. More bookshelves. Hanging shelf. Small cupboard. Cabinets. A wardrobe. Chest of drawers. We don't want any of that. Do they have filing cabinets? Nope. Nope, they don't have any of that. We can put some books on the bookshelf. Still does not count as an office. I'm not sure what you have to do to make it count as an office, guys, to be honest. I have a desk, I have a chair, I don't know. What other furniture could make an armchair, maybe? For the office? We could potentially do that. We could possibly put an armchair in here. Now it's an office. Okay, so it needs a desk and an armchair. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a door. And let's get some decorations on the walls. Pictures and paintings. I like that. Very nice. Let's put a desk lamp on here. That might have actually done it as well. Make it be considered an office. There we go. So now we have an office in the house, as well as a kitchen and a non-living room. Alright, so let's do the bathroom. The bathroom is going to have... Let's see, this is the shower. Oh, the washer. Okay, there's a washer, a sink, a toilet, and the shower is here. Okay. Alright, so what color do we want this? So far we've got like a gold, we've got a green, like a light green, we've got like a very light tan, and a blue. So what do we want for our floor tiles in the bathroom is the question. Ooh, this is sort of a violet. Okay, let's try that. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not super stoked about that. I think that's kind of ugly. Let's try something else. We've done scarlet before. We haven't done orange in the bathroom before. Let's try orange. I don't think we've done orange before. That is better than that other thing. So, and now what we can do for the walls, there is a wall tiles. There is orange here, but there's also this ceramic tiles, white and orange. That might be good. Shower and washer over there. Toilet and sink over here. So we're going to tile these two walls and then paint these two. But let's just take a look. We're going to need more tiles in this, but let's just take a look at what this looks like compared to the floor. Yeah, I buy that. I think I buy that. I think it's pretty good. Alright, not bad, guys. All of our flood damage is disappearing, which is great. We're going to need one more pack. And here we go. Come on. There we go. Sometimes this is a little finicky. And it'll be much better when we speed it up. Alright, so we are done with these panels, with these tiles, and now what we're going to do is paint these two walls. The question is what color? Copper coin is a possibility. Sunny orange. Velvety peach. Ooh, I think that might go. Let's see. No, I think that clashes. We want something... I think we want something a little more neutral. Something a little lighter, like bright peach, maybe? Let's try that. Oh yes, I think that's much better. That looks good. There we go. And now we just have to do the top. Ugh, I missed. Okay, and now let's grab some white to do the window. And around the door frame. There we go. That looks great. Okay, we can get rid of that paint. Alright, so we have the basics in here. Now what we have to do is install the installations. So radiator is right there. I really do like doing the assembly, it's super fun. Alright, so that's the radiator, then shower first, right? Because it's always the most finicky. Bathroom. Mountable shower. Right there. And we assemble it. Again, I always think, man, I wish it were this easy to assemble things when you're like in your house DIYing. It would be so nice if you could just in a minute and a half just get a shower installed. But of course it's not this easy in real life. Okay, shower's done. Looks good. And now that's the sink, and this is the toilet. And then there's a washer over here. So let's go ahead and get the washer installed. As far over as we can. I always click the wrong things on the... I don't install these washers enough, and so I always forget which things have to be clicked first. Okay, so the washer tub is in. There are, I believe there are clothes dryers in the game, but we haven't yet seen any space for them in these smaller homes. Okay, so the washing machine is in. So now we're going to do the toilet. Let's give them a nice toilet. And we'll assemble it. These are super easy to put in. Look at that, done. And now the sink. Now we're going to have to give them a kind of a cheesy sink because otherwise you won't be able to fit in the bathroom. So we're going to have to go for just the like really crappy sink here. Because otherwise it won't be possible for people to fit in here if we give them one with a like a vanity. There's just not a lot of room in this bathroom. And there we go. So now let's see. We need the mirror. So one of the things that I do find a little frustrating about this game is that there are so few options for a lot of the choices, like say the blinds, that you end up just repeating the same choice over and over again. And I really, one of the things I'm sort of disappointed about is that a lot of these options are the same options that they had when the game launched, and they, especially things like the tiles, these things where they're alternating different colors, why couldn't they give us more colors than just orange? And that's true for many of the different elements in the game They only give you a very few choices, and if you don't like those choices, you're SOL. Alright, let's put blinds up. Doors and windows, curtains and blinds. And this is the orange room, so let's go ahead and just keep this white. I will say at least they've got the blinds so that they kind of are sized to the window now. That used to not be the case. And then, you know, you'd buy the blinds and it wouldn't fit, and it'd be really annoying. Let's see if we can put a hamper maybe right here. So if we go accessories, bathroom, we got towels and stuff we can hang up as well. So let's see. For all toilet paper roll we need that right there. Yeah, that's going to get crisp next to the radiator there. It's all going to dry out, but oh well. And then we're going to look for bins. Oh, we could put a trash bin in here too. Let's put the trash bin in here. Okay, and then we need a door. And we're going to open it that way. There we go. Whoops. This way when it opens, we don't hit the shower. I think that looks pretty good, guys. That's not too bad. Our bathroom is done. Right? And this blonde guy likes everything best now. We need lights in the hallway. So let's go ahead and installations. We need a light switch. And that will go next to the door. Oh, and we have to fix this. Sorry about the dark. I will get a light going here just as soon as I'm finished. I didn't notice that this needed to be fixed before I came in here to paint the room. Okay, so we have a light switch. Now we just need a ceiling lamp. Let's do this one, the diamond lamp. Alright, now we have some light. And we got lights in here, which we can turn on. And a light in here we can turn on, and here. There we go. So now we have some light in the house. I also hung these lights over here, so that looks pretty good. I think things are starting to shape up, guys. So now we just have to do this bedroom over here. And the question is, what color do we want to paint it? Let's hit F. Yeah, that's useless. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and hang another ceiling lamp. And I'm going to do the fan again because I feel like it's just sort of generically useful. It's generically good. It provides good light. And this way, there we go. Now we can see what we're doing. So, what color do we want in here? We have blue, we have orange, we have gold, green. Maybe we could do a brown in here. I think like a cocoa or something. We want to panel it? Nah, we don't want to panel it. Let's paint it. Light vanilla. Okay, let's try this one. I should have done by many. That should be enough. And do we want an accent wall? Maybe this one can be an accent wall. The bed's going to go against here. Maybe that could be our accent wall, and that accent wall would maybe be even a darker brown. Bloody red, cocoa, yeah, maybe. Let's try that, and we'll see how it looks. So we're going to start with just our regular brown color. Well, if that's light vanilla, I can't imagine what the cocoa is going to look like, the dark cocoa. I think this looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. So we'll do up at the top, trying not to get the white paint. There we go. Oh, did I get the dark? I got the darker color, and I don't know that that's going to work. I think we're going to need a lighter color on that accent wall, rather than the darker. I think it's too dark. I thought this was going to be a little lighter. So let's get rid of this. And I think one of the things we're going to need is a little light in this hallway. Let's see. We could do that one. There we go. Now we can see. Okay, so we've painted all the walls except this one and that. So let's go for a lighter tan. Delicate cacao. Let's try that. See if that's light enough to contrast. No, I think it needs to be even lighter. Let's try natural beige. Yeah, I think that's better. You know, I think that even that is still too dark. We might have to go with that light cream that we had earlier. Let's try this. I think maybe that'll be what we need. It's so much harder to tell at night. Yeah, I think that looks better. I think that's much better. Alright, that's looking pretty good, guys. So we have all the painting done. Now we need the flooring. I think this is going to be the light hardwood, because I think it won't look good to have the dark hardwood with the dark walls. So let's go with the light hardwood. Or do we want to have a rug? Like carpeting? The carpeting's all hideous, though. Let's go with the light floor panels. There we go. Alright, so we do need a door. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I like that. Alright, and now we need to get the radiator in and start putting in furniture. And the blinds, of course. Always need blinds. So let's go ahead with blinds. Windows, curtains and blinds. Blinds, I think the spruce. Or do we want elm? I think we want spruce. Yep, I think we want spruce here. by many. There we go. And now we can just assemble these, which is nice and quick. It's easy to do. Notice we have not been leveling. Like this episode, I don't think we leveled at all. And that's because, just like with a role-playing game, each additional level is costs like more XP, as it were. Alright, so let us get some furniture. Beds. Let's see if we can get a double bed in here. So the wood, we want to be light. We've been doing elm. The covers, I think that's a good color for in here. The bedding can be striped, I guess. And canary pillows. Yeah, there's room for this in here. Okay. It's a little weird having it against the radiator, though. Can we put it the other way? Yeah. There's room. Okay, so now we can go for in furniture. Trying to find a very specific one. This, the Anna, which again we can do elm by many. One there. And one there. Not a lot of room for dressers in here. But I think we're going to leave it because, that's really up to the, people who buy the house to decide how they want to decorate it. Oh, I should have done 2 of these. That's looking pretty cool. Let's get some wall decorations in here. Like a picture. Decorations. What goes with the brown? Oh, this looks pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm actually reasonably happy with this. I know there's not a lot of room in this bedroom, but again, they only give you so much space in these houses, especially these lower level houses. We do need a front door. Doors. Let's do a nice front door. We've been going elm all along with this house, so let's go ahead and do that. And then what we need to do, oh, that should be the outside then. Then what we need to do is actually paint the outside. Guys, I think I'm going to leave the outside for another episode. Look at the stars in the sky. This is really nice. So, I think we've got a heck of a nice house started here. We've got our kitchen. We've got our living room. By the way, you can turn the TV on. That's all it's playing. We've got our home office. We've got our bathroom, right? Looking pretty good. We've got our bedroom in here. And again, this is just staging the house, right? So the idea is you're just giving people an idea of what the house will be like. So now we got to do the outside. We're going to do a little bit of gardening out here in the next episode, and we'll do the outside of the house. Probably won't take the whole episode, and then maybe we'll buy the next house, which may very well be the house we're going to use for our next headquarters. Until next time, I am Scarberlock, and this has been House Flipper.